Hello, it is me, Cindy your girl. Hey. Okay, so check it out. I'm making noodles. I figured we'll just do a mukbang because I don't know what to do. You know, I thought maybe we could do like a story time or everything, but my hair's wet. I gotta take a shower. Well, technically my hair's wet with rice water, but I gotta take a shower after I let this sit for a while. Look at those suspicious scissors there. I used that earlier to repot my monstera. Oh my god, I should show you my monstera. But look, got the noodles cooking. You see them back there? You see the noodles? You see my double chin? Okay. Let me go show you my monstera real quick. Check it out. I repotted it. He looks really good, and I cleaned off all his little mealy bugs. I guarantee they'll be back, but you know, I repotted him. He looks nice, doesn't he? Look, I tied him all up, so now he's not flopping all over the place. It's cute. What do you guys think? You think he looks cute? I think he looks cute. Check it out. Kimchi noodles are starting. Well, I don't have the stuffing yet. It comes with like the season. I gotta clean my stove. It comes with this like kimchi in a pack, and then it comes with this. And this is the brand I use. Oh my god, it's steaming up my phone. Look. I always want to clean my stove, and then I remember when I cook, and that's about it. Anybody else like that? Okay, so welcome. Food. Anybody else cook their noodles to where like they're dry? I always like, unless I get ramen somewhere, I typically cook all the juice off because I like it marinating around the noodles, kind of like a noodle bath. Like I said, my hair is like wet with rice water. It's good for my hair, and it helps your hair grow. I was gonna do a video on it, but I kind of lost. Oh, I did make a video on the rice water, but I lost my file. Maybe I'll make another one tomorrow or something. Man, the noodles are so hot. So, I've been talking about it on my stream, but I kind of want to talk about the first person I dated. So, the first person I dated was a furry, and I didn't know it. I don't know if that's interesting or not. Got this lighting. But he was a furry. He took my virginity, maybe. But it was... Jesus. I didn't know, okay? So, your first time, you don't think a full-grown man wearing cat ears is weird, right? And cat paws and a tail. That is weird, though. I was like... Okay, so he was a lot older than me. I don't want to say how old, because, you know. But it wasn't like, nothing like 10 years. Was it? No, it wasn't. But it was cool. I used to always hang out under a bridge with my friends. And he lived with his mom. And he would like ride his bike to hang out with me under a bridge. And he'd always wear cat ears. And to get to the bridge where we hung out, you had to like walk on the interstate. So it was just a man wearing cat ears and cat paws and a tail, riding a bike on the side of the interstate, going to hang out with an underage girl under a bridge. I mean, I wasn't too much underage. I was like 17. Like, I don't think our age difference was too bad. He ended up going to like a furry convention and taking a bunch of acid. And there was this girl that messaged me, and she was like, hey, is this, name, is that your boyfriend? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, I slept with him. Like, excuse me? Apparently it was like a big furry orgy. Like I said, I don't have anything against furries. It was just weird because I didn't even know furries were a thing until I found out about the convention, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, well, that explains why he wears cat ears and everything like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we all have a weird story about stuff like that. I was in a small town, and I guess I just didn't put two and two together because everyone in my town did weird stuff, you know, like out of the ordinary. I just think it was like more weird that he cheated on me at some New York convention. Years later, I went to hang out with him, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna come hang out in this trailer with me?" I'm like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Oh, well, you're really pretty," and then he tried to sleep with me. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir." It was like multiple times he cheated on me too. Oh my god. I just swallowed a piece of kimchi like sideways or something. I don't know. Oh, I love kimchi though. Y'all like kimchi? I mean, I really don't have anything against furries. I've met furries, and just like everybody else, some are good and some are bad, and every like hobby you get into, there's gonna be some people that are just like, you don't like them, you know? Like, you go to a group of crocheters, I guarantee you there's a bitch named Cheryl that you just can't stand because she's telling you you need to triple crochet when you should be doubling crocheting, and I don't know. Like, no matter what, there's always going to be bad seeds. Would I hang out with him again? Probably not. Actually, I think even after the time I hung out with him in the trailer, he tried to talk to me. Well, that sucks for you, bud. It was cool, though. I could get cigarettes off of him. Yeah, that was so many years ago. "2010 was a different year, wasn't it?" What is, like, the weirdest thing you did in 2010? I have so many stories. Dang. 2010 was 10 years ago. You know what's even crazier? Like, the 80s was 40 years ago. I kind of still feel like it's early 2000s. You know, like Avril Lavigne, Britney Spears, that kind of era. Sidekicks. I just picked a fork. I remember my cousin. She had a BlackBerry at one point, and she ended up getting it destroyed by water. And you would take the back of the case off, and it'd be like a little square next to the battery. And it was white if it had never been like wet, but it turned red when it was wet, and it was water damaged. Can't even find a phone that gets water damaged anymore. I remember she gave me that, and I thought, oh man, I could fix it. Never fixed it. Believed I could. She had a razor. She had every new phone that came out. And I remember getting a cell phone. They were like $200 brand new. And that was expensive. Like, I think a razor. I remember seeing them at Walmart for like $70. And that was too much. Free calls after 9 o'clock. I was just talking about my ex. Now we're talking about cell phones. Okay. There's not really much more to the story of him. Like, I remember he always used to brag to me, oh, I bring girls here all the time and I sleep with them and my mom listens. I do remember that was a conversation. That should have been a red flag to me. Well, I think we've all dated somebody. We've all been like, I had another ex. Oh boy. He was absolutely crazy. Not so much him, but he ended up like sleeping with my friend that lived with me at the time. Like, she got thrown out and he ended up sleeping with her or something like that. Don't talk to her no more. She ended up dating him after him and I broke up. But they broke up like a year later. He lived with her mom. It was super, super bizarre. And then when they broke up, I think he still lived with her mom. I don't know. He was a whole different card than the first guy. Well, if you like my stories, let me know. I got tons of them. And if you want to see how I make rice water, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.